Let me make sure everything is muted. Make sure you guys can hear me. There we go. Hey everybody, I'm Star the Flippin' Hippo. Welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. Today is Monday, May 13th, which means it's time for What Sold on eBay. You guys hear me say that every week, but you've never seen me when I say it. Feels kind of silly. I did not have a live show last night because it was Mother's Day, and I knew a lot of you were spending time with your moms, your wives, your kids, and I was taking a much needed night off as well to relax. So I came back today to do my What Sold live with you guys. You're gonna have to bear with me a little bit. I'm on a completely different computer. I'm gonna have to share the screen and go back and forth. But we'll figure it out together, right? Let's say hi to some folks. I see Red Neckerson Resales, Nathan. Hi Greg. Landshark Picker, I believe, is Craig, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm trying to learn y'all's names too. Cherry Pickers here, NH Guy, Virginia, Veranda Files, Maria, Mania, and Kim. Hey guys, welcome in. Kim says this is her favorite. I do have everything set up just the way I always do when I do these screen share recorded videos for you guys. So we'll go through the tabs as usual. And what I'll do is I'll start, just like always, with the Instagram photos from the week and show you guys the photos of our packages every day. We do put up a picture every day of our packages just to kind of give you guys an idea of what it looks like every day as far as shipping with the volume-based business. And, you know, so you can see when things are bad too. We try to show the good and the bad, the honest side of reselling. And there's days where we only send out 2 packages. And then after we look through those together, I'll come back here where I can see the chat, check in with you guys, because when I'm sharing my screen, I won't be able to see the chat. Then we'll go over to the eBay listings and I'll show you guys those. And just like always, I'll talk a little bit about each item, how much we paid for it, how much it sold for if we took a best offer, how it shipped, and then sometimes I have a little story to tell, whether it's a BOLO item for you guys, or it's a NOLO, something we never should have gotten, or if it just has a good story attached to it. I like to talk about the items we sell. I like to talk. That's why I'm on YouTube. Hey, Rhonda and Amelia are here. Welcome in, ladies. Thrifty Christy, Lindsay. So let's just jump on in. Oh, after I get through with the eBay listings, I'm going to come back. I'm going to try to keep the live show at an hour like always. So I'll come back and I want to talk to you guys about learning how to tell higher quality material and brands just by touch. But we'll save that to the end. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the screen over so that I'm sharing the screen with you guys. And we'll look at the Instagram post and then I'll check back in for the chat. So I will not be able to see you guys for a minute. I should have put it on my phone now that I think about it. Too little too late, right? You guys are going to see this ugly screen right here for just a second. And that should be good. You should be able to see the screen. There's the eBay and my face. All right, so just to make sure, let me go over to the chat real quick and kind of make sure that you guys are looking at the screen with me, so we are all on the same page. Hey Mary, welcome in. Happy Monday to you as well. I love Mondays, probably because I work from home. Most of us that do this do love Mondays. It's a nice fresh start to the week. All right guys, this is today's pile. It's not great. It's really not. It's 19 packages here, 17 eBay sales, and 2 on Poshmark, and you can see my feelings about it. But I did hear that Mother's Day weekend was slow for a lot of people, so let's just be grateful for what we have, right? Last Monday was much better. We had 27 packages go out for the last weekend sales. 21 on eBay, 6 on Poshmark, Tuesday, we had 7 packages, all eBay. Wednesday, we had 10. That was a good day. 9 on eBay, 1 on Poshmark. And then on Thursday, we had 5. 4 for eBay, 1 on Posh. And then I actually forgot to put the picture on Instagram from Friday, but I did have it. We only sold 2 on Friday, so Friday was really slow. You can see my newest hippo here. He does not have a name yet, hanging out here with the 2 packages. But that was it for Friday, just 2. And you can kind of see we had a really good weekend. And then we kind of stayed steady through the week. And Friday we just dropped off, boom, down to 2. And then we didn't have a great weekend. So that could be along with the theory that Mother's Day weekend is slow. Let's check back in over here at the chat. Hey, Shopaholic Mama and Leslie. Leslie says hers were super slow. Yeah, we have a post. If you're not in our Facebook group, guys, the link to the Facebook group is in the description box. You can join us over there. Every Monday, we have a fun little thread called Fat Stacks, where everybody gets to put the photo of their weekend sales. And it seems like everyone had a slow weekend except for Donatella. She sent 50-something out. She had an amazing weekend. So, but yeah, it seems like it was slow for most people. So let's go ahead and look at the eBay stuff, you guys. And I'll try to check back in with the chat every once in a while, and it'll just have to be on the screen for you guys to see. Next time I do this, I'll remember to put the chat on my phone, or actually I could just pull it up right now whilst we look at this snake. So you guys know that I do always like to start with the plush. I'm pulling the chat up on my phone. I am multitasking, in case you wonder what the heck I'm doing. All right, there we go. Now I can see the chat. So hi, Linda. So we're going to start the plush. I actually didn't even have that many plush go out last week. Way less than normal, but that's okay. So this guy is, Rags is here lurking. This is a Classic Toy Company toy. And you guys know that I usually tell you that these are definitely bolos. Depending on the color, the animal, the size, they can go up towards $40. This was a very small one that unfortunately wasn't worth a lot when I got him home, but we only paid 50 cents for him. I took a best offer of 7, only because he's been around for quite some time, since before last summer, or the very beginning of last summer. And he weighed 3 ounces. It was like shipping a tie. So I just took the 7 just to get him out of here. He has been around long enough. He's cute though. Super cute. All right. So he shipped first class in a tissue paper. This Harley Davidson Motorcycles Eagle actually had no cost of goods for us. If you guys remember Frenchie, my friend that lives locally and also a reseller, I featured her on the channel last year. She and I met up for lunch and we did some retail arbitrage, and we put up a video of our escapades. And she had gotten a huge plush haul, and we did a little plush haul at her trunk. And then she gifted me with all of the plush. I thought we were just recording her sharing them, but she actually gave them all to me as a gift, which was very, very sweet of her. I still 100% appreciate that. And most of the stuff that sold really fast, the proceeds went towards eBay Open, which was nice. And this eagle was part of what she gave us. Ooh, Cherry Picker found lots of Build-A-Bear. I love Build-A-Bear. So, but here's the thing. This eagle was also a mistake. So let's just tell the honest truth about what happened with this eagle. I'll be transparent with you guys so you can avoid this mistake in the future. So originally, I believe he was listed and he had calculated shipping on him because he weighs over a pound. Somewhere along the way when he got edited or his price got knocked down, I had him up for 20 at one point, or 25 with calculated shipping. He's over a year old, so he's been edited and had his price moved around a little bit in the year. And somehow he ended up with free shipping. I don't know how. When I make mistakes, sometimes I don't even know how I do it. I did it, and we actually took a best offer for him over the weekend of 14. We were trying to get things to move. You guys know what I mean. You guys have all done it. He was up for 18. I wanted more like 16. I took the best offer of 14 just to get some action, just to get some stuff moving in the store. And when we pulled him out today to ship him, I realized, oh my God, he had free shipping on him and he weighed over a pound. So he went in a giant free priority box, so we at least didn't have to pay for supplies. And he was going all the way to Oregon. Of course, when you make a mistake like that, it's never going in the same state or next door. He went all the way to Oregon. But thankfully, because he was a gift, we still actually made like $1.64. We sat here and figured it out, Keith and I, minus the 15%, give or take, for fees and the shipping. We made like $1.64 on him. But had he not been a gift, had he been something we had cost of goods on, that would have been a loss for us. And number one lesson, we would have taken the loss. Just so you guys know, we would have bit the bullet. We would have ate it. We would have shipped it to our customer. We would not have canceled or tried to charge them shipping or anything after the fact. It was our mistake, so we would have absolutely eaten it. If you guys make mistakes like that, do not cancel. Do not try to charge your buyer shipping after the fact. Chalk it up to lesson learned. But number two, we actually didn't lose any money because we had no cost of goods. Leslie says, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Yeah, I try to tell you guys when I make mistakes because I feel like, you're supposed to learn from your own mistakes, which I do, but you guys can learn from my mistakes too. And just to kind of show you guys, I'm human too. Like Keith and I are very successful resellers. We have a very successful store and we still blunder. We still make mistakes. We still screw up just as often as everybody else. So, 3 jeans on 240 items is pretty darn good. Dusty Corners, welcome in. All right, let's move to the next one. This is a good one. This is a good flip. This guy is so super duper cute. I cannot stand how cute he is. I wanted to keep him. Part of me really wanted to keep him. He has fun facts in his tag. Gopher loves going on treasure hunts. Gopher is an especially good digger. Wherever the treasure is buried, Gopher will find it. He is from Winnie the Pooh and Friends. He is the high seas Gopher. His tag had a hard protective case on it. He's like a year old. He's 6 inches. I believe he was 50 cents. If he wasn't 50 cents, he was 99 cents at Goodwill. I feel like he came out of the 50-cent cart, but I could be wrong. But he is so cute. So he sold for $19.69 and he shipped first class. Because of his hard case, I tucked the little case in real tight against his belly and wrapped his arms around it, put a real tight wrap, a bubble wrap around him, which I taped closed, wrapped him in tissue paper, and he went in a poly. And this is the best flip as far as plush of the week. Hi Linda, welcome in. So this is so cute too. This is Goofy. He, I believe, came from Goodwill and was $1.99 or 99 cents. Some of these older ones, you guys, I do forget. Sometimes I apologize. He's from Walt Disney World. He's got some stuff going on with his tag. But he's cute. And he was first class also. So he went in a box though, because they paid so much money for him. And the brim of his hat, I was a little concerned. So he went in it was a 7x7x7 box, but he still shipped first class, and they did pay the $21 for him. All right, let's move on to some jeans. I know someone in our group asked about hydraulic last week, and I kind of popped in and just said, it's kind of a meh brand, but when they're real cute, I will pick them up. These had the cute pockets, and they were flare, which I do really well with these really big bell-bottom flares, and distressing, of course, is always cute. I picked them up for 99 cents. I took a best offer of $18 on them. They went in a padded flat, so they're not a lot of money, but these have only been in the store for, I think, 3 weeks. So when they're real cute like this, I will pick them up for 99 cents because they go pretty quickly. So they're not a lot of money, but it's a good fast return on the investment. These vintage LA blues women's jeans. They're like 80s fashion mom jeans. y'all. Didn't we all wear something like this back in the day? These high-waisted mom jeans. These were 99 cents. And they did sell for $21. They went in a padded flat. Hi, Donatella. I was just talking about you and your 50-some packages from the weekend. You had a great weekend. Wendy, hi. The Safari Eeyore. We had the Pluto before. He sold overnight. And the Goofy has been around for, a while. So a lot of plush just takes a lot of patience and time. That Gopher was over a year old. So, Not Your Daughter's jeans. These are pretty consistent sellers. They don't sell for a lot, though. They used to. This is my favorite brand to wear. I kind of consider these bread and butter and filler now. I usually start them around $25. I paid 99 cents for these. They used to be better, but they're unfortunately one of those brands that has been ran down to the bottom. I did get $24.70 for them, and they did ship in a padded flat. These Paige jeans came out of one of my thread-up boxes. I can't remember which one, but I know it came out of a thread-up box, so depending on whether it was one of the ones I had free shipping on or not, the average cost is like $1.60, $1.90 a pair. Sorry, my phone rang. And these did sell for $25. I took a best offer of $25 on these, and they went in a padded flat. Here's a good example of, I know there's some controversy surrounding LuLaRoe and whether it's worth it. And I say for 99 cents it is. This is a very plain shirt, but it was 99 cents. It's been around maybe a month, and it sold for we accepted best offer on this of $17. I had to check my notes real quick, guys. So that was a good flip, I guess. I think so, for 99 cents. You guys may remember this from a haul video not too long ago. We came home with all of those Disney and Star Wars t-shirts. I can't remember if this was one of the 99 cent ones or $1.99. We had a slew of them if you guys had seen that haul video. There were just so many that weekend that we got. This is Donald Duck as Darth Maul from the Star Wars weekends at Walt Disney World. Had some damage going on and stuff, but it was still a pretty cool shirt. And we did get the $17.81 for it. It shipped first class. So did the LuLaRoe. I forgot to tell you that. This is an example of a brand I normally would not pick up, except it was new with tags. And cute. I mean, it's cute. It's a twofer. This is like the kind when I used to have to dress up business casual for my old job. These were the kinds of tops I would always wear. So maybe I just have a particular affiliation towards these and think they're super cute. But I thought it was cute. It was 99 cents, and it did sell for $20.21. And this is another brand I normally would not even look at twice, except it had tags. And it was a 3X, so it was a good size. It had tags. It's in season right now. 99 cents, and it did sell for $22.50 was the best offer I accepted on it. This one went, the IZ Buyer went first class, and so did the Jones New York. Here's another one of Key's BKE Buckle Western Pearl Snap shirts. These go anywhere from 18 to 25 depending on the style and the size, which, you know, if you're paying full price, which we will, we pick these up for $5 all the time. 5 into 18 isn't a lot, but these don't sit. So whenever we find them, whether they're 99 cents or $5, we pick them up. This one was 99 cents. We do luck out sometimes. But they sell so fast that we just get them. They never last a week. This one sold for full price, $20, shipped first class. And let's take a look at this book. I want to talk about this book. So this has been around for a little while. I believe it came from the Bends. So I think it was like 50 cents, maybe $1. And it's just a really good example of some of the books out there that, you know, we didn't bother comping it. We got it home. It really wasn't worth as much as we thought it was going to be. But still, you know, for 50 cents or $1, whatever we paid for it, they ship media mail. So we accepted a best offer of $14 on this, and it did ship media mail. You guys remember seeing these Thursday? I just showed these to you guys in a haul video on Thursday. We just picked them up at the church rummage sale we went to, not this past Mother's Day weekend, but the weekend before. And just Thursday, I showed these to you guys in a haul video, and Keith listed them. I want to say he put them up Saturday night. We had a really busy weekend. We didn't work that much this weekend or list that much. But sales were really, I think it was Saturday, because we were saying sales were so slow. We need to do something. And I said, why don't you get these up real quick, because I feel like they're going to go fast. And they were up for half an hour. He put them up at $22.50. We were intending to put them on a 20% off sale for $18. But they were only up for half an hour. They didn't even make it to the sale. They offered us $17, and we took it. So that was a nice quick flip. And like I said in the haul video, these are definitely a bolo that you guys want to be looking for. They sold within a half an hour. So. And the last thing I want to show you guys today is this teapot. Oh, this teapot is the bane of my existence. It's probably been around for 2 years. It came from our local honeypot thrift that used to be up the road, which closed last July. And many of you know that Keith did this by himself for like a year before I joined him. When I became disabled and couldn't work outside of the home anymore, I began working on the store with him. But prior to that, he did it by himself. But I would go thrifting with him in the yard selling, because what girl doesn't want to go yard selling and thrifting? And I would pick up these things like this and be like, oh, it's cute. You should get it for your store. It'll do well. Yeah, it sat for 2 years. I had offers on this for like $2 and $1. I think because people were paying shipping on it, they wanted it super cheap. I don't know what was going on. But it finally sold last week, and it did sell for the $19 plus shipping, so that was nice. I don't pick up teapots anymore, you guys. I've learned that teapots aren't that great of a thing to get. I used to buy them all the time. Like I said, when I thought I was helping him out, I always thought they were so cute. The only two I would ever say that we got that were worth it and would be bolos was, we had a teapot that was Alice from Alice in Wonderland. It was her face, like a 3D sculpture of her face in her head. And there was an orange cat by Gans, the same people that do the plush. It was a big old tabby cat, and the handle was its tail. Now, those two went for a lot of money, and they went fast. But ones like this that are just like whatever. And see, I thought Teleflora was a good brand too, so who knows. Alright, I'm going to flip this back over to my face, so just bear with me for 1 second while I try to remember how to do that. Nope. I think this is it. Yes. Yep, there I am. Way too close to the camera. Hey guys. So I'm going to keep my chat up here. And just look at my phone while I talk to you guys. But that was the highlights of the week. We had a couple, there's something in the air here. We had a couple of good pairs of jeans flip, a couple of plush. The BKE buckle shirt, those are always exciting. And that teapot. That thing has been around for so long, I almost gave up on it at one point. Virginia says she's trying so hard to list, but she has a tummy ache. Well, if you only need to do 4 more, you can probably do 4 more is what I would tell you. But if you really can't, don't be too hard on yourself. Sometimes we need to take a break, and sometimes we don't feel good. So don't beat yourself up for it. You need a drink. Hi, Donatella. All right, so that's the highlights of what sold. You guys saw our pictures of our packages. Sales were bad this weekend. I don't really want to blame it on us, though. Like I said, we kind of took it easy this weekend, and we didn't do a lot of work because it was Mother's Day weekend. But last week, leading into the weekend, we really were listing a lot. We were very active. So we should have been selling more over the weekend, you know, like the payoff for working hard all week. But like I said, a lot of people said sales were bad. So maybe it's just Mother's Day weekend is just a slow weekend for people who still mostly use clothing and plush. So what I want to talk about with you guys now is touch all the things. You guys can see it in the title. Touch all the things. So what I want you guys to do is to focus on the way things feel when you have them in front of you. When you're measuring them and photographing them, packaging them up to ship them out. Just take a minute to just, you know, feel. There's like, I think it's 5. Hold on. There's wool, cashmere, linen, silk, and leather. Those are 5 materials that you should be picking up when you're outsourcing, regardless of the brand. That my general rule, if I find those 5 materials, I don't care what the brand is, I'm picking it up. Linen, silk, wool, cashmere, and leather, and that includes suede. And all 5 of those have a very unique touch. And if you touch them enough, you can kind of get used to how they feel. And if you're going down really crowded racks of clothing, you can almost just run your hand down it when you get used to the way things feel and feel those 5 materials that you always want to be looking for. Linen especially has a very unique cloth. I don't know how to explain it. Those of you that know what I'm talking about. But I can like run my hand down a row of sweaters and I can tell you which ones are wool, which ones are cashmere. So you want to get used to how those feel, like tactile touch. And then certain brands like, Angora and Alpaca are also good. I just like never find those. So when I'm talking about like the materials, I found one Alpaca one time. That thing sold overnight. It was a vest, like a sleeveless coat. Sold overnight for like $90. It was crazy. I paid 99 cents for it too. But yeah, you can just kind of get used to it, the way certain materials feel. But then certain brands, I guess, like the higher end brands are possibly higher quality. Like if you've ever felt a Robert Graham button front shirt, it definitely feels different than a Van Hussein Walmart brand button front shirt. And like I think most denim feels the same, but it doesn't. Denim is denim. It's all cotton blend. But if you were to blindfold me and have me touch jeans, I could probably tell you which ones are more high end. And there's no real way to explain that but to start touching your stuff and paying attention to the way it feels when you're working with it. So if you're going through a bunch of jeans and you have a couple of the higher end brands in your stack that you're working on, just take the time to like run your hand down the leg and like give it a tug and stretch it and feel it. When you're measuring the clothes, when you're photographing them, like I said, when you're packing them up to ship them, you can kind of just touch them. Just pay attention. Like close your eyes if you want and just touch stuff and see how it feels. It's really hard to explain until you know what I'm talking about. And those of you that know what I'm talking about, you're probably sitting there nodding your head like, yeah. Like you could just run your hand down a rack and you could pick out the best material and the best brands once you get used to what you're feeling for. I mean, it's not going to always 100% work. Like I said, jeans are really, really similar. Most jeans are cotton spandex blend. So they're all going to feel similar. You know, most t-shirts are going to be 100% cotton or 50-50. They're going to feel similar. But I can say that I know the Delta, the cheaper ones, they feel thicker and less pliable than the nicer t-shirts like the We Love Fine. They make a lot of comic book t-shirts. Those are real soft and they feel more pliable and thin. The Delta just feels real thick and like cheap, unmovable cotton, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Let's see. Alpaca plush. That's so cool. So prints too. Yeah, once you kind of know the brand, then you can look for the prints too. Like, okay, that is actually a really good thing to say. I can look at a whole wall full of handbags and I can tell you which ones are Vera Bradley because I know what Vera Bradley looks like. So yeah, and Robert Graham, you know, the flip cuffs, but there are brands that do look similar to Vera Bradley, like Lemon Hill, and there's other brands that do those fancy flip cuffs on men's shirts. So, you know, unless it's like a print that's specific, like Vera Bradley's prints are theirs. They're trademarked, they're copyrighted, they all have names. Once you get to know those, you can just pick them out. But yeah, LuLaRoe has like specific prints. Although, I don't want to say this and get anyone upset, but I think LuLaRoe kind of feels cheap. I mean, I'll source it and sell it, but I think when you touch it, it feels like a cheap Walmart cotton shirt or something. But yeah, just, you know, take notice when you're working with your items just to see how they feel. And if you're working with something that has their own prints and stuff like that, you can start to recognize them. And then you'll be able to, I guess, source faster. Because like when you're going through the racks and you're flipping through, your eyeballs are darting at the tags. But if it's a really crowded rack or you're in a hurry, sometimes you can just run your hand down and, ooh, that feels good. Oh, that's right. That's wool. That's cashmere. That's Robert Graham. That's a, I don't even know. I'm trying to come up with more examples, but you guys know what I mean to say. So that's just really what I want to talk about is like pay attention to how things feel. I know that we all pay attention to how things look all the time. We use our eyeballs when we're outsourcing. We look at stuff. We look at tags. We get to know, you know, we all get to know what tags look like, what different silhouettes of jeans, you know, bootcut versus flare versus skinny versus boyfriend. You get to know all that stuff by sight, but how much stuff do you know by touch? So you should be taking the time to touch things and get to know how they feel just as much as you know how they look. So yeah, that's all I had for you guys today. If you think of any questions later on, you guys can absolutely come back and leave them in the description box. Not the description box. You can leave them in the comments. There we go. And I do answer each and every comment on my videos. A faster way to get a hold of me is by joining the Facebook group. Link is in the description. Just, you know, post anything you want and tag me and I get to it pretty quickly. It's a really great group. We have a lot of really nice people in there. Very positive atmosphere. Everyone's very helpful. Maria's mentioned Lululemon. Yeah, that's a good one. You can learn by feel. Let me know if you think of it later. Come back and comment or go to the group and let me know how your sales were this weekend. I'm kind of curious to see, you know, if it was bad universally, I guess. And if you're watching this replay later, absolutely let me know in the comments and what you think about our highlights of the week and stuff. And join the Facebook group. Give the video a thumbs up before you leave. You guys helps the channel. If you haven't already and you would like to, please subscribe to our channel and help us feed a hungry hippo. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We're at Flippin' Hippos on all social media. And until next time, you guys, go be productive, go list, go make some money, go touch some stuff, go learn how things feel. And I'll see you next time. Bye. I gotta get back to the screen, so bear with me. All right, guys. I will see you next time. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. Love y'all. Bye.